Hello everyone. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're, whatever you're doing. We're back with day 2 of CBLOL Academy. Day 1 was interesting. Get to see the stars that I was hoping to see from some of the new players, perhaps. But the returning players, my goodness, were they good? So that was good to see. Love watching that pop off. I just found out as well yesterday after I was trying to upload the VOD that I was streaming under the wrong category. I was streaming under just chatting, and it should have been under League of Legends. So I've gotten that fixed for today. But for now, yeah, we go on. Our schedule for today: Kate Stars versus Kaboom, Loud versus Fluxu, INTZ versus Tropa, Red versus Pain, Furia versus Flamengo, Los versus Liberty. And gonna be honest, first game's probably the most exciting. Kaboom versus Kate Stars. Kate Stars, a team that, I mean, with Coach Seal coming in, the development is very, very important. And that roster has quite a few really strong players as well. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah. Tyrion, I think, performed pretty decently. Really strong role player. Theiti, I need to see more before I have any real fully developed that player. But Mordius, Aleko, and Tellus absolutely popped off. This bottom half of the map was absolutely nutty. And then you've got Kaboom, of course, who this is just a CBLOL ready team. So I'm just super happy, excited to see Kaboom play against Kate Stars, who I think is also a very, very strong team, who I'm very much looking forward to. So we're starting with that, and then we'll see how the day goes. So without further ado, let's try and find the draft. There we go. Oh, boo. Here we go again. It's so it seems like they're drafting off screen. I don't know if they're copying like what the LCS has been doing, which is they draft off screen and then they kind of play the recorded draft so that it cuts down on breaks. Like I don't know if that's what they're doing or whether they might be drafting somewhere else and then just showing the draft. That's fine. They're still showing a draft order. We can still talk about this. Yeah, we saw a lot of Karma bans yesterday. Ash and Callista were both incredibly high ban prio. So it doesn't surprise me that we see the Ash picked up. The Karma Rumble still banned. Ooh, Caitlyn ban's starting to make it on the table. That's interesting. So it's not the Milio that we're seeing banned out in the first phase. They're trying to take out the Caitlyn instead. And they took out the Lucian. So Ash picked up. Varus high prio is something that can flex around. Scary on the Lee Sin. We saw some really good Lee Sins. I think it was Ankrith yesterday who really popped off on the champion. So, Yo EJ. Sorry, I don't know who you are. How do I? Hold on a second. Here we go again with trying to freaking mod people. Silas, can you delete that, please? Thank you, Silas. I see you there. Yeah, see. And hey, Orbital. Hey, let's go. PNG stuck. Wait, is my... No, am I stuck? Thank you, Silas. I'm moving. I swear I'm moving. Me, computer. I'm alive. I swear. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, Lee Sin being picked up. Vi for the dive onto Varus. I don't know if I like Vi Prio right now. I am seeing it. I think Vi might be a trap. We'll see how it goes this game. You pair it with the Orianna, that's good. It's a good ball delivery system at any rate, so I'm fine with that. Nautilus to round that out. Then Ezreal. Okay, so very safe AD carry. I'm good with that. Annie Garen. Holy crap. Batawa's popping up. Batawa did Urgot yesterday, and now he's going with Garen. So a lot of lane dominant champions. Gonna be honest, the Urgot yesterday didn't impress me. It was mediocre, and it kind of lost the lane to Aatrox, which is no bueno, especially when you're picking that to counter the Aatrox. So, the Garen into Cassante, I like that pick. I think that's one way you can punish a Cassante. You're not going to have as much utility later on as a Cassante, though. So, again, you have to win. So, Kaboom kind of picking that sort of high risk situation. Bot lane, Ashe Ezreal just to stay safe. I'm fine with that. And then I kind of like the buy, actually, if you're going with Ashe Ezreal. Because that can dissuade a lot of potential dives from coming through from the Nautilus Varus Lee Sin. You want a V2 model like mine, Silas? Super cute. Hey, if you DM me on Discord, I'll message you the rigger, an artist who made mine if you want. I don't know if she's still taking commissions, but yeah. Yeah. I use the V2 model partially so that I don't have to, freshen up before coming on stream. I can be like, you know, in super casual, baggy home clothes, and it's all good. Okay. So draft wise, I like what both teams have drafted. I think Kate stars the Orianna into any matchup is going to be interesting. Kaboom has opted into Annie mid. We've not seen that for a while. She's very, very good, easy engage, but I worry because she has to kind of run at you, and Orianna is really good at zones of control. And Leleko is very good mid. Dio is probably better, but yeah. I think Kaboom very easy to execute, very strong team fighting composition, strong lanes again, barring mid. But I think VKS's comp, if they survive the laning phase, then I think Kate Star's composition is probably a little bit stronger, has good tools to try and deal with Kaboom. Devi's going to struggle a little bit this game though. Once you get into team fights, because who are you going on? Once Annie drops Tibbers, her job is done. If you kill her, then Tibbers gets empowered, and then he does a ton of damage in the team fight. So you're just really going on Skuro at this point. So Theiti probably not going to have the best game, unfortunately, if you can't get off the ground running, and you don't have the lanes to get off the ground running. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Both junglers starting on the top side of the map. That's actually a little interesting to me. I thought bot side would actually be the higher prio lane, because Garen Cassante at early levels especially isn't going to do anything. Oh, nice. Telas is really putting down the pressure. Yeah, and this is kind of one of the reasons I'm expecting to see like bot side pressure a little bit more, because double poke lane. Okay, Skuro ran hill with Blades too, so you want to be fighting early with that. So if they get a lead, they can run with it. But the initial engage is just a little bit complicated for Skuro and Crossdale. Yeah, and this mid lane is going to be kind of hard for Dioj if Leko plays as well. That ball is just going to zone this entire area out, so Dioj can't do anything. Oh, got spotted. Good ward. Who dropped that ward? Was it... Oh, no, it was Leko or Theiti who dropped it, but it was a good ward. Just decent things. Oh, good hook from Crossdale. Yeah, I think out of all the bot lanes, I think Skuro Crossdale is probably the strongest bot lane right now, but Mortius Telas is right up there with them. They're probably the two best bot lanes in my opinion right now in Academy. And part of that's bias from like last split, because obviously I've only seen one day. There's only been one day. And day one's always kind of screwy. Oh, good patient play from Scary. They burnt the ghost too. Did they go too deep? Oh. Oh, nice snipe from Mortius. Yeah, this bot lane's so volatile. Okay. Nice. Yeah, these two are probably the best bot lanes, I think, in Academy right now. But this is a good gank. I mean, if you're going to start topside, I kind of expected you to gank. To be honest, Tyrion also probably a bit disrespectful with how he played that. Hold on, I will want to talk about this for a second. So the reason, actually, yeah, let's go to the live gank here, because Tyrion, I say Tyrion's playing disrespectfully because right here, Scary had ganked mid and moved topside. So VK know that Scary is somewhere in this topside, and so Tyrion just drops a ward in the pixel bush. But at the same time, like, you know, you're up against Lee Sin. There's a lot of mobility here, and Tyrion has burnt Ghost, so he doesn't actually have the escape button, and he's pushing out. This is just not knowing the limits of your champion for Tyrion. Yeah, because like Terry just runs at you. What are you gonna do? That's rough. And his bot lane was super clutch. Crossdale had flash. Yeah, he used it a second too late. Good flash from Telas. And here's the problem with the poke lanes. Once they do this, they've already won, right? They disengage very easily. Mortius still has flash, so you're never going to kill him. If anything, like Mortius flashed a little bit late there, but yeah. That's a good attempt. I have very mixed feelings about it, because on one hand, it's like Skuro flash forward to die, and that means you lose the wave. But I'm going to be honest, he probably couldn't have stayed uncharted anyways, not against an Ashe Ezreal. They'll just poke you out, so you do what you can. I do think this actually favors Kate Stars though. This 2-for-2 trade at the end of the day. First off, like Mortius gets 2 kills, and on top of that, for Kate Stars, Tyrion doesn't matter. Like as long as Tyrion doesn't get completely dumpstered, it'll be okay. Hey, Spoots is here. Just had to actually watch Lilico this time. I'm so sorry for you, man. Lilico was the last game yesterday. I forgot to check the schedule. So, yeah. Sorry, Spoots. Lilico and Oriana in a potentially winning matchup. That's great. What the hell? Wait, what happened there? Sure, I was talking to Spoots. Didn't pay attention. Oh, he just got kidnapped. Okay. Wow, half health. Damn. That's pretty nutty. Yeah, I actually didn't expect Kasante to be able to do that to Garen at from half health at level 6. But I guess just Kasante things. I mean, to be fair, Garen's actually not that tanky now. I don't know what the Garen build is, but there's no more Stripe, or I don't know if he still built Stripe Breaker. I think the only Garen I've seen, Insanity's Garen didn't build that tanky. Did he? In the LCS? Can't quite remember. He felt really squishy when he played the Garen at any rate, so I think he's relying on the Garen W more than anything else. But this to me is actually kind of funny. Oh, that Thetis is getting pushed out of his jungle is interesting to me because Batal just died, and Batal doesn't have teleport, and yet Kaboom still had pressure for the invade on doing that. That's kind of crazy. Part of it's just like Vi is not the best duelist, and Lee Sin is one of the best duelists. But yeah, I'm kind of just surprised. Wow. Demon dumped the True Shot Barrage into this. So 2 and 1 for now. That's okay. You were working yesterday, Silas? No worries. Understandable. I said yesterday, and I'll say it again today. We have co-stream rates, I believe, so I will be doing like co-streams on Monday, Tuesdays instead. This week is just because I didn't have time. I found out we had co-stream, or that we potentially had co-stream rates a bit late this week, so I kind of scheduled stuff for Monday, Tuesday, like IRL stuff. Oh, tell us, why are we doing this? Oh, that was a beautiful combo. And Mortius is dead too, even with flash and heal. Oh, wait, what was the setup to this? Like, why was Telas just roaming out there? Dragon got taken. So, are we just trying to get vision, or are we actually trying to assist something? Enchanted Crystal Arrows up. Ah, okay. They're just trying to ward, I think. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, that's the problem with these sort of enchanted supports a lot of times is your roaming's a lot more dangerous. Duo stream in NA solo queue when, Silas? Oh yeah, you have an NA solo queue account. I don't know, man. When do you want to do that? Actually, probably not till like after the split, because I don't know if I'll have time, sadly. TLS is still roaming out, bruh. Oh, that's a lot of gold though. Each control ward's effectively 100 gold. Because the enemy has to pay 75 and you get plus 25. So that's good. This spec bug is bugging me though. We don't have dragon timers for some reason. And I hate it. Oh, I don't think Annie actually hit Leleko there. Damn. Yeah, because I was wondering, like, are we setting up for dragon? I didn't have a timer, so I wasn't sure when they were setting up, if that was a waste of time. This fight's actually really interesting if it goes off, because this will be the first fight where everybody has ults, and if they want to do a big team fight, that will be a sort of hands check for how the game should go. I think Kaboom would win that fight if they can find it, but yeah, I think Kate Stars has better zoning tools. Yeah, I remember earlier I said that they have a hard game. This is precisely why. You go in on the target, Skuro is the right target, but then you need follow-up. And the entire team, okay, not the entire team, these 3 don't want to go in. Only these 2 only Tyrion wants to go in with you. But Tyrion's like half a world away. So it's just really tough for TT, unfortunately. Talos is spamming Ashe and solo queue right now. Yeah, I think Ashe is really strong. But I think Ashe requires like a different mindset when you play compared to a lot of the more traditional supports we're used to seeing. Like 2021 was all like part of 2022 was all about the tank supports, and then 2023 we had a lot of enchanters. Like Ashe is kind of neither. She's kind of just a poke champion, right? So she doesn't have heals, she doesn't have shields. If she gets caught, she's dead. Yeah, like Telus' laning was great, but like just the way he's roaming out, I think that's more reserved for like tank supports. Okay, 2 dragon stacks. It's worth noting because Kaboom took 2 void grubs. They probably don't care about the remaining ones. It's additional damage if we can reach the turret, but no void mites, so that's fine. That's good. That's okay. 4-2. Yeah. So Batao didn't. This happened yesterday too, where he counterpicked. He counterpicked a Urgot into Aatrox, and then didn't win lane. And this game we're seeing like the Garen picked as a counterpick, and it's also not winning lane. Like I am. And I like Batao. I felt like he was unluckily pegged into sort of a tank role play last split on Furia. But so far in Kaboom Academy, his counters have not really worked out either. Like, not saying he's not going to have impact. I'm sure he will. But just saying that, like, yeah. Feels like he's playing, or Kaboom's playing a little bit hard mode on top side. Herald just went down. No dragon for a couple minutes. Hextech Gate, so a lot more fighting. That'll be fun. I like Hextech Gates as a caster because it tends to lead to more team fighting. And both these teams pick team fighting comms, so that should be fun. Yeah. So far, I think both teams are actually okay with where they currently are. Kate Stars being behind is not surprising with the Ashe as robot lane that they kind of picked. Like, you're really waiting for Ezreal to scale more than anything else. And then Kaboom did try to make some early action. Scary got some good ganks down. I think that's what they were looking for too. Oh no! Oh no. Oh. Okay. Nice. Okay, couple of things happened there. And I was too busy saying, oh no. So this play is actually really, really good from the side of Kate Stars. Because they spotted out Scary, they know Scary's not mid. You see an isolated Skuro. Tyrant's on the flank, so this side of the map is safe. There can only be reinforcements from this side. So the worst comes to worst, Crosstail's in the area. Enchanted Crystal Arrow lands, and then Deity gets to go in. Worst case scenario, because they already dropped Herald, is that Deity dies on this. But you should be able to kill Skuro as well. So, scenario. And instead, like, it's kind of very, very unfortunate for Kate Stars and super clutch for Skuro. He gets out barely with the flash heal. This is fine, but Tyrion actually goes a bit too deep here. Because Tyrion really wants him. That could have gone way worse, and Skuro survives. But they do this well, and I like this from junglers when, like with Herald, because you can drive, you no longer have to do this. You can actually just get a second charge off, and we see Deity go full Tokyo drift through the jungle into the bot side. That's really, really well played. Good play from Kate Stars. And just like that, Kate Stars pull into the lead for the first time this game. Not hugely significant, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't matter. Tower, caught tower. Yeah. Like the macro play of that was good. That was just very low risk. Almost guaranteed that they'll get ahead from that play. Yeah, and for Kaboom side, there's not much you can do, unfortunately, because you didn't contest Herald. You knew you were going to take that loss, and that's okay. Oh, never mind. They did have a lead for most of the... I was wrong. I kept thinking Kaboom had a lead. Huh. Because Scary was more proactive in the map, but... Oh, and one thing I kind of hate is there's no sense of scale to this. So this... Like... and then like drops off so sharply. This is probably only like maybe 500 gold. Maybe. Huge differential. Teams have been really close to relating. Oh, fight. Fight. No! I wanted my team fight. Where's my team fight? I have been lied to, bamboozled. We drafted an Oriana Vi ball delivery system. You know, you've got Enchanted Crystal Arrow. You guys are supposed to be finding picks, finding fights. And then this side, you've got Annie, Varus, Nautilus. And we haven't had a single big team fight yet. It's all just been picks and skirmishes, Sag. There'll be a big team fight in 5 minutes, though. There has to be. Because that's so... For Kaboom. on a hex deck too, which is really bad for an Ezreal to have to play into if the other team has Hex XL. Yeah, good macro play so far from both these teams, though, even though we're not getting team fights. But the analytical side of me is not happy with this. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Yeah, that was felt like a bit of a forced play from K-Stars. So you throw the arrow out. Did they have vision on Crossdale on that? So no vision on Crossdale. Yeah, they only have vision on Scary. And Dioj. Okay. So I think, unfortunately, Crossdale was just the victim of this. They were actually going for Dioj. They went for the cutoff. And they have 4 members. They had eyes on Bitao and Skuro, I think. Yeah. The idea was good. They just, I think, expended a bit too much in the beginning. So they kind of ran out of gas. And Kaboom came in fresh. It's fine. It's fine. This might not be fine. Oh. Good flash from Skuro. Yeah. Yeah, both these teams are trying to do the same thing, which is just facilitate a pick before Baron. But they don't actually have the proper setup to make that happen necessarily. Like you can see the board vision. Kaboom didn't have that much vision. When Kate Star tried to make the play, they also didn't have full vision. So yeah, a little bit of a rush play. It doesn't hurt them at the end of the day too much. Like sure, you gave over a kill, but at the same time, like you also like the other team can't do it. It's too early in the game, and you're finding critical picks. People are too low. You can't fight it. So it just kind of resets it. I wouldn't say it's ideal play necessarily, but it's also not like terrible play for either of these teams. Drag coming up, less than around 30 seconds. Kaboom have no vision around this dragon whatsoever. They kind of got to face check it. Yeah, and here's the part of Garen which I kind of don't like. Yeah, you're hitting a point in the game where Garen can't do as much. The Cassante is going to be much more useful at this stage of the game. Especially into this comp, like that K-Stars have. It's just so hard for Garen. Ooh, what the? Wait, look at that health bar pattern. She goes from 70 to 0 in the span of like a second. Yeah, Kaboom has better engage, but they are hesitant to go. Kate Stars engage is a little bit harder. Oh. Yeah, Garen ult. Press R. People complain about Syndra's, what was it, Unleashed Power? Yeah, and I think that Garen was way worse, to be honest. He was the original 0 counterplay button champ. Like, even if you flash away, if the animation started, you're still busted. You're still dead. Okay, the game was actually really close, but I think this is game over for Kate Stars at this point. Like, Kaboom picked up Hex XL. And the slow is so important for Kaboom. It's basically Stride-Breaker, right, for Garen. At this point, if Vital can actually find your backline, and with Flash he can, he's going to be able to stick onto you. Even without the Stride-Breaker item. The engage from Kaboom too, they've got so many different options. Like, everybody has an engage button but Vital. And even then, Bitao now, like with Flash, if he gets on you, again, we touched on the slow. It's not a huge slow, but it's enough, right? Garen's already pretty fast. Zerker's Greaves, not Swifties, though, so not quite as fast as he could be. Ooh, Chains of Corruption miss. That's fine. They're just baiting as well. Scary's on the side. They can kick somebody out up turret range. Yeah, once the assault and battery or cease and desist from Deity's down, that means they can't fight for Arcade Stars. Yep, it's a wipe. Ooh. I love how Crossdale like takes the hit and trying to run for a second, and then Crossdale goes, "Wait, hold up. We have a team. My team is here. If we take this, we win this." Yeah, the moment this happened, this was over for Kate Stars. The turret's too low as well. This is not a safe place for them to actually fight. So, yeah, this was kind of just doomed for Kate Stars. They just had to walk away and disengage. Leleko's being greedy. Yeesh. Baron's still on the table. Elder should be coming up soon as well. Can Kate Stars get back in at this point? I'm just gonna think. Like, I guess that DT has to find Screw in the next fight. And they have to split up the air engage. Oh no, Tyrion. Oh, actually, that's nice from Tyrion. Ooh, how'd that not hit anybody? Problem now is that Tyrion doesn't have all out for the next team fight, so his threat goes down massively. Oh, they found Lilica. That's a bit of a yikes. That's actually a really good part from Kate Stars. That's about the best as you could hope for Kate Stars in that fight. Oh, they got Dio. How the? Where's Dioj? There. Oh, Morty's True Shot Barrage finds Dioj. Nice, nice. Really good little snipe at the end there. Oh, what? That's actually really bad for K-Stars. That's your jungler did with Elder and Baron both on the map. Yo, are we not taking ward? Thank you. Let us not throw this, please. There's no Shockwave is about to come up. Remember Hex at gate, so TT can get here if Kate Stars can delay. Okay, they can't. Never mind. I was gonna say if they can just delay a bit longer, maybe. Yeah, that's game over then. Unfortunate. Do I think this is a draft problem? Because I'm looking at this right now, and I noticed that like the last little while I've actually been complaining that Kate Stars initiate is like kind of conditional, and it's really, really hard for them to do anything. Is this a draft problem? Because Lico didn't lose lane. He didn't win lane, but he didn't lose it either. Bot side scaling. Hmm. Okay. I think Kate Stars didn't. They gave away the dragons too easily to Kaboom. They needed to contest a little bit more, and I think because they didn't contest early, it ended up backfiring. Part of it, I guess, we can put down to draft, but I don't think draft was the big determinant this game. I think it was more just that scary, significantly out jungle AT, and the early pressure was too big. Yeah, that's game. Okay, that's a wrap. Thoughts on Kaboom? Yeah, again, just really strong early game. Individually good. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, okay, let me see the draft here. What do I feel like in draft VKS fell apart at any point? I think Ezreal S is a strong lane. I think that's okay into Varus Nautilus. That's fine. You picked Vi. Okay, I guess this is where I'd say I kind of dislike what Kate Stars did with the Vi early pick here. Especially when you saw like I was thinking, okay, you saw the immobile Varus and you're thinking, okay, we can try and maybe go for Varus. And try and pin that. Vi just didn't bring enough to the table. I wouldn't say it's like a egregious, like it's not, man. Yeah, no, I won't say this is like a terrible pick, but I do think this ended up being the straw that kind of broke Kate Star's back a little bit. Is when you kind of tried to do this into like this, basically, because the only target you could go for was the Varus. If anything, I'm shafting for picking the Annie here, but yeah, and Annie. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I think Annie kind of what it was they wanted to do. So good draft. I'll remove the slightly sloppy mid game. I think Kaboom played that really clean. I don't have anything to add for them. Kate Stars, Deichi saw a new performance. Got out jungled by Deichi though. By not Deichi, pardon me. Scary. Yeah, so I think nothing changed about my opinion of these two teams. Still the same thoughts. Still two good teams. Yeah. Kaboom is exactly as strong as I expected. And Kate Stars is, well, they are still a really strong team. But yeah, I think they just have a, yeah, they will grow throughout the split. That's fine. Yeah, I don't want to be too harsh on Theiti because I don't think Theiti did any thing wrong. I think Scary just played better. Speaking of which, I'd probably put Scary MVP this game. Yeah, okay, the damage graphs are about what I'd expect, to be honest. More damage coming out from the side of Kaboom in general, as we're out damaging Varus a little bit because it's Silver Blades Varus. It could have gone either way, but with how the game went, I'm not surprised as well damage. Yeah, I think this is where we start seeing the team fights happen at this point. Before that, it was kind of... Okay, and who's the MVP? Really? They gave it to Skuro yesterday too. Okay, yesterday I kind of understand why they might have given it to Skuro. Like I thought Skuro, Scary, and Krastiel all could have taken it. I personally was more in favor of Scary or Krastiel last game, but yeah, but this game I don't know. I don't feel like Skuro. Like he did damage. Actually, he did. Did he do the most damage on this team? Damn it, I can't find it anymore. Where is the? It's slightly before this. Is it? No, it's after this. Damn. No, it was right there. I missed it. No, wrong direction. Here we go. Okay, he did the most damage on his team, but not by a lot. As an AD carry, that's okay. Like, but you're not that far ahead. And it's not like his chains of corruptions I felt like altered the game incredibly. If anything, Diogen had better engages, I thought, than like with the Tibbers just running at people. I don't know. Okay, that's surprising, I guess, that's how it broke down. But it is what it is. Games INTC versus Tropa. Tropa, I think, has a pretty decent basis with Soweto and Avengers, but they're not like the tier 3 team I was looking at. That was more Flamengo. Oro Boy with some key ultimates in Rumble, which is kind of not ideal. So I'd probably put them like lower third right now based on day one. INTC is like a brand new roster, pretty much. And they had a bad draft in yesterday, so I don't know how I feel about this team just yet. We shall see. This will give me a better idea of both of them. Nameplates off, I think. Oh, nameplates on. I think I favor Tropa, but to be honest, that's just because I recognize the names more from Tropa. Yeah, I don't know the INTZ players. Just double check. Lilin, Namiru, Tara. See, okay, same players yesterday. Sorry, some of these rosters have like spare players, which is why I'm just double checking who's playing. Improve. Yep. Okay, same rosters. Yo, hold the front door. Singed. That singed top, singed mid, singed top. Okay, singed top. Nice. Okay, I now I need to actually see if it makes sense to pick the singed here. Lucian first pick. Ooh. Okay. So a couple of teams have done this where they prioritize the Lucian. I've said this before. I actually prefer the Milio priority because I think Milio you can pick Milio and then you can go with like the Lucian. You can go with Caitlyn. You can go with Aphelios. You can go. I think Milio gives you more options. If you pick the Lucian, you can only go with Milio or Nami. Milio is stronger than the Nami pairing. Actually, okay, that's not true. You can go with tank supports as well. But in pro play, for some reason, they seem to think there's only two options. And the problem is, I don't think Lucian is OP anymore. I think it's strong. And then if you do this, Tropa can just go Milio Caitlyn if they want. And then I'm not a fan of this. I know some we figured that out in patch 14.1b, but okay. Milio Oriana. Okay, Oriana blind's okay. I'm not a fan of Oriana blind when Azir's on the table. Azir did get banned by the second phase. And then we got Xin Zhao instead of picking the Azir here for Namiru. Okay. Aphelios is good. I don't hate it, especially if you're running into Lucian Nami and you've got the Milio on your side. And then you pick Cassante and we see Singed here. And then we see Singed here. Okay. How do I feel about this? I've decided I kind of that took me a while to decide because I like the idea of Singed. I think Singed is viable in pro play, but so hear me out. This where I think viable is when you're dealing with a lot of mobility because it's adhesive glue, adhesive sticky tape, whatever that crap he puts on the floor is really get good against mobile champions because now they can't dash around. And then you also kind of need to make sure the enemy team doesn't have disengage. Because if you're going after a mobile team and trying to make them slower for an easier engage, like that's a viable strategy. But if they have any sort of disengage, then that kind of doesn't work very well for the Singed. And also if they have a tank buster, then it's not very good because Singed actually isn't. So when you pick the Singed here, you already saw these two champions. So this is a disengage I should not try and write with this. I cannot write properly. But you have disengage in middle. You've got a tank buster in Aphelios. And your Oriana can also act as sort of secondary disengage if you're running linearly at them. And 5 of these players are just going to be charging straight in from the front. So Oriana can just mess them up. But I don't like where we're seeing the Singed. And ironically, I think the Singed is actually good into the Lee Sin. But you didn't see the Lee Sin until it came out at the end. So because of that, I am not a huge fan of the Singed being picked up here. Compositionally. Maybe there's a laning counter that could happen. Yeah. But right now, I think Tropa won the draft pretty hard. Like, the only champion who I think is going to be really, really good for INTZ right now is just the Akali. Everything else is going to have a rough time into Tropa. So, game plan for INTZ has to be go snowball your bot lane with Shinjao as soon as you can. Get it rolling. Lucian Nami. And then if you have a strong mid game, you have a chance to win. If not, you'll fall to the scaling of the Aphelios. And I think there's so much disengage. Lee Sin 2 is a counter to Akali. So a lot of times like Akali Shroud messes people up. If you're visible, improve and the rest, everybody else can just kill you. So that's why I'm not saying like Akali can take over this game, even though there are squishies who Namiru can look to assassinate. I think the Lee Sin makes that hard for Namiru. So not the ideal, not the dream situation for the Akali. Unfortunate. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see if the Singed lane ends up working against Cassante. I don't think it will, because I think you need probably 2 items to win. Like, maybe Liandry's Riftmaker. Yeah, if not, I think Cassante just, like, essentially out-trades you. Yeah, and for Tropa, their game plan is like Soweto can gank pretty much every lane early. I think for Tropa, it's just survive the bot lane and then go for mid game team fights, basically. Make sure you track Dizen so that you don't get snowballed in lane. And Lee Sin can actually fight with the Xinjiao. As I say that, they failed to track Dizen. How far do you run with this? Oh my goodness. Yeah, no. Tropa, please. That was just disrespect. I swear, this stupid thing here, those ganks are precisely why freaking CBLOL had like 100% blue side win rate. And it's like one of the highest blue side win rate regions. Oh, Let's could execute. Oh no, he doesn't. Ah, rip. Okay, wait. So the setup for this gank down bot. This is just mad respect, bro. Like, Improve and Tominias didn't get full control of the lane, which because you're freaking Aphelios Milio into a Lucian Nami. So that early game, it gets worse when you hit level 2. So either you like full shove and try and speed, you don't, and then you sit back and wait. And they started by sitting back and waiting. And then now they start pushing out. Like, if you want to do this, you got to ward here. Or you just play behind this line. You just have to play behind this line and wait for the wave to come in. But it looks like they screwed up the wave manipulation, and so the wave is actually pushing out from them, so they can't play safe. In which case, you just got to ward this ASAP. Like, they didn't, and then you're just going to die. Flipping every time, man. I mean, it's fine. Aphelios will scale up anyways, but it's just like watching that's kind of painful. And First Blood went to Dizen, so the bot lane's not completely screwed. It's not ideal for INTZ though, because Soweto also got the kill. It's not as he didn't get the extra like First Blood gold, but he'll be able to match. Lee Sin can still duel Xinjiao. Oh, Avenger has flash, but no mana. Oh, okay, good gang from Dizen. That's two really good ganks from Dizen. You love to see it. It was a miscommunication. Oro Boy was looking to try and pincer. That was the thing that came down. But Sweater's like, nah, man, I just want to base. Just go farm. Just go catch the minions. He'll be fine. So that's the other thing too. With Singe, one of the tricks or one of the reasons why Singe like is super annoying and hard to deal with is the proxy farming, where he just goes behind your turrets. And a lot of top laners can't like do the same, and that's when he starts winning out. But things like Cassante, I think the current meta, there's enough top laners that can proxy as well, like Udyr and Cassante, where even if you proxy, they can proxy back, so it's okay. Like they just need to focus on that. Ooh, nice bubble. Really nice bubble. Oh, but they're so low. Oh, that backfired horrifically. Did they replay it? They replayed it. Okay. Wait, I don't watch this at actual speed because this is. So first of all, from INTZ is good. I really like what they're doing. You know, they let Tropa pull this, the dragon low, and because Vision should be, I don't know if he's actually up items, but yeah, we see Tropa like kind of backing off. The initial really good play from INTZ, Namiru's coming the back end. I think this is the problem, is that Namiru is just a little bit low on. It ends up backfiring a little bit. Oh, and that bubble from the was huge. Because they find the Aphelios. Oh, it's that shockwave from Avenger. Holy. Okay, Avenger right now is MVP for that play and that play alone. Like, holy crap. 4-man, they're all so low and they just clean up. Damn. That was sexy. Yeah, so Disney was up like a couple items, not a big deal. INTZ at least manages to pick up all 3 grubs. So that's good for them. Because, yeah, they usually, after that botch fight there, that's kind of rough. And it's not the end of the world. Namiru did pick up 2 kills. And as a Akali, like, I do think the Akali is going to be the strongest point for INTZ later this game. So if you can accelerate Namiru in the mid game, then I think INTZ will be okay draft-wise. The bot side's kind of completely equaled out though, because Taran's they didn't get the kills, they got assists, and even though Improve went down so early, Improve got assists too. So yeah, and for the Lucian Nami, if you're equal, you're behind. Like you had to win this lane. Oh, nice. Even with the flash, Tara didn't really have a good opportunity to do it. See, but this is what I mean, right? Like, your CS is equal. Usually when you proxy, kind of the point is to cut the wave so that, like, the wave is going to be running into the turret there. And the other top laner has problems actually stopping, like, or catching the waves and they fall behind in wave. And it's also get you, like, jungle pressure. But because it's a Lee Sin and Disney's focusing on ganking, Soweto's not getting his camp's topside stolen and he's not really falling behind. At least not because of that, right? Like, he is behind in CS, but I don't think Lelis has been taking the Krugs on spawn, so it kind of doesn't matter. Soweto's really active. I'm liking the Lee Sins that we're seeing today. Oh! Oh, that's clutch. Okay, Namiru, you've got hands. I'll give you that. That was actually huge from Namiru. Unfortunately, Namiru didn't pick up the kills, though. Dizen got both the kills. Still, I guess you take the assists. Oh, clutch. But Lilith blew both flash and ghost. Oh, man. Right there. Namiru hopping all the way back. That was clutch. Namiru, 1v5. Can they do it? Swoods. May I introduce you to Namiru? Oh, never mind. Avengers. Bop them. Boop. Oh, man. This is actually hurting my eyes, that flickering. I don't know what that happened on Sunday on CBLOL too. Like the camera kept flickering like that. There's so many spec bugs this patch. The hell. Okay. Tropa denied 2 Void Grubs. That's all they need to do, really. No Void Mites. Teams are getting pretty good at doing that. We've seen the priority change. Like I remember the first week, like Void Grubs were the end all be all, and then they kind of just fell off prio wise. Because I think teams figured out if we can just take 2, it's fine. Ooh. So what is hitting the point where he can't really dual Dizen anymore? Wow, 8 plates to 2. Dang. This is running from Tominius. A support Emilio. Yeah, I'd really argue this is not working for Lelis. I like the build though, because Lelis has realized that he's not going to win the 1v1 no matter what. So, ooh, Moonlight Vigil didn't land. Oh, clutch. Nice from Sta. It's able to get out. Grubs love. Nah, man. Dragon's OP. Dragon's OP. Oh, dang, Soweto. No way! Holy crap! Yeah, I love it whenever Lee Sin's in meta for CBLOL because they have so many mechanical junglers who can play it. And they get these crazy highlight plays. This is nuts. And keep in mind, Sundered Sky, by the way, on this Lee Sin. That's one of the reasons why this works, because you can see the health tick up every time he goes in on that target. So he ends up like catching Tara by surprise, and Steve as the Nami is like, "What you gonna do, right?" Sundered Sky is so obnoxious. Man, I was thinking MVP Avenger for that insane shockwave earlier, but Soweto is making a really good case, man. I think Soweto can find like one more good fight, and if Avenger doesn't, then I might switch my MVP to Soweto for this game. If Tropa win, of course. I just don't think INTZ is gonna win. Like their early game plan didn't work out. Oh, this instead. Ooh. Okay, Dizen got out. But Dragon's up, and now this Xinjiao is too low to actually contest for it. Oh, good bait, good bait. I love that Tropa contested those honey fruits. That's really, really good. Because Dizen desperately needed it. And now no Dizen, no smite. I don't like this from INTZ. I really don't like this. Okay. Man, I was sweating for INTZ right there. A couple of things. I was talking about this earlier and I got distracted. The Rylai's first item for Lilith, I like it because you give a crap about your proxying. He can proxy you, so he'll just eat the entire minion wave. So you take the Rylai's for utility, and it actually would have died when he got caught down there. But yeah, I think INTZ's game plan to win, or their win condition was that he had to get really far ahead, and they didn't. They're behind. Uh-oh. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Audio might be cutting on my end a little bit. Hopefully it's not. Yeah, but let me know if it keeps cutting in and out on my end. Thank you. Okay. Oh, is that like the end of words or beginning of words? Because that might be my is it called a noise gate? Like the thing that like decides when to start actually recording your voice. Oh, Lelis gets out again, bro. Does happen mid sentence? Oh, ooh, okay. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. Then. Thanks for letting me know, Suits. And if it happens again, please, yeah, let me know. Yeah, INTC's win con was kind of like get your bot ahead and rolling. And then late, it's got to be just the Namiru show. But Namiru is behind and has actually lost like a 1v1 against Avenger. It's going to only get tougher here. So I think INTC's window has closed. So I think Tropa already have this game. I think. Like INTC would need to pull off a hero play. Like a really strong team fight or a pick. Yeah, Terra did nothing there. No Kraken Slayer. And now Avenger's here. The fight's going to turn. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard. So we often see Lucians go Kraken Slayer early. Tara went for the Storm Razor and Rapid Fire combo, which is more like the laning combo. But unfortunately, Tara still didn't win lane, and now we're way past the point of the game where you get that isolated 1v1, 2v2 matchups. So you can see the culling kind of just tickled Oroboy. Oroboy was able to dodge out quite a lot of it. So that, yeah, INTC just doesn't win team fights anymore. They've got to find some sort of pick with your play. And Tropa's just not giving them that window. That's Tropa playing well. So, and the team fights you can see just go Tropa's way. Tropa didn't even drop a shockwave, I don't think, in that fight. Like Avenger came in kind of late, and they only really found Dizen. Oh, if Tropa get Ocean Soul, ITZ is really gonna hate their life. They already lack damage, and then your assassin suddenly can't actually kill people. Oh, okay, good from the Namiru. That's what you needed to do. Oh, improved snipes it. I mean, I don't care who got it, but that's huge. Okay. That's a good call from the Namiru. That improve is the one you need to kill. But yeah. Man, that's so rough. Like Namiru did the right thing, but if you're throwing everything in the kitchen sink to kill improve, then who's cleaning up the fight? You saw Tara. Tara's tickling people right now. Again, no Kraken Slayer. And Avenger Oriana is one of the reasons why she keeps seeing pro play is she also is deceptively good at damage over time. Her passive means that her autos tick up and actually hurt compared to other mages. And her cooldowns for command move and command dissonance are fairly low as well. So she'll get multiple uses of it throughout the fight. So she effectively almost feels like a sustained mage in these extended fights. Like, yeah, she's got rotation, so she still needs to wait for cooldowns, but the cooldowns are not that long. Yeah. Avenger, unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to take MVP from Soweto this game for me. Partially because it's just the champion, right? And the way this game's playing out, INTZ is forcing out Avenger really, really early. So, yeah. Whereas Soweto's surviving longer to do more, like what we can see with Sunder Sky especially. Yeah, the game's over. Well over. Burned up team, Soul, healing. Tanks are dead for INTZ. Ooh. The bop. Yeah, so it was an MVP this game. I think Avenger put up a really good fight as well. But that's what we expected, right? Soweto Avenger are... Avenger literally was playing on red. Played with red candidates in the past as well. Has actually played at Worlds with red. So, where are they? INTZ. Oh, I missed them here. Okay. That said, I actually did like Dizen's early pressure. The last series they played as well yesterday against who was it? Fluxu. Dizen played the Rumble as well, and he had a good early clear, but it felt like he didn't know how to play the mid to late game. This game, I think his Sinjao did much better. It's more standard, and I guess he's more comfortable with it. So, whoops, caps lock was on. Didn't mean to scream good early pressure. Uh, Tara and Steve were okay. I don't know how to judge this bot lane, to be honest, because they didn't win their lane this game. They also didn't win their lane last game. But I also feel like it's the Lucian Milio or Lucian Nami. It's the Lucian pick they keep picking. I just don't think it's good to draft it like that. Yeah, I think INTZ Academy right now, my biggest problem with them is their drafts put them in really odd, bad spots. Yeah. Again, the Singe, I want to see Singe do well, but that's just not the place for him, unfortunately. Tropa, on the other hand, my thoughts, okay. Soweto good. Uh, yeah, Avenger yesterday didn't look great, but today looked good. I think the Oriana was really, really good. So those two are good. Oro Boy, man, I can't tell with Oro Boy because this game, like he didn't get to play the game because he was up against a Singed, and Singed just didn't want to interact with him. And what you gonna do, right? Like Singed just walks away. Oh, look at okay. This damage number right there kind of makes me still want Avenger. How do we judge MVP? Is it? I think Soweto had more fancy plays because of sorry, yeah. Soweto got more fancy plays because Avenger got focused down really heavily in fights, so kind of couldn't, but had some really good shockwaves. I would personally, I think, give it to Avenger, but I also think that Soweto is probably going to win it, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, I don't think Oro Boy Improve and Tominias had a lot of impact this game, just with how the game kind of played out. Not because of themselves. It's just like in a Singe matchup, what's Kasante going to do? Non-interactive. The fact that Tominias and Improve came out of lane ahead, I think was props to them. Like that's good. Like an affiliate into Lucianami, but yeah, I mean it's hard for you to pop off unless the game goes late. So okay, show me the MVP. Whoops, overshot the MVP. Yeah, they gave it to Soda. I like this. The hats. Man, headshots, I think CBLOL does. I love it. Yeah. I remember like Desamis last year was in like a fireman's hat. So, but yeah, CBLOL knows how to entertain. You gotta love their headshots, man. Absolutely love it. Greftar last year too had like this. His hit shot was of him holding a minion. Okay, Red versus Pain. If this was CBLOL, I'd be hyped for this matchup, but I don't know the Red Academy roster that well. I only know Doom, and that's about it. So, oh wait, I skipped the rosters. Screw the rosters. We'll figure it out as we go. Pain Academy has a really strong roster as well, though. I think it's a top 3 Academy roster. It's probably to me like Kaboom Academy is number 1, and then Pain and Cade Stars like number 2, number 3. Haven't quite figured out who I put above the other. I think Pain Academy will do better off the bat because they have a lot more experience with Yups, Tatu, Cats, and Gigs. But Cade Stars, I think, has a very, very high upside and potential growth. There we go. Has to start the draft. Can I take a look? Let me just double check. Stones is Pico Dooms. Yep. Okay, yep. So same rosters as yesterday. That's good. That's good. I still okay. I appreciate the Caitlyn ban more than I do a Lucian ban. Especially since the Milio Kate yesterday. But again, I feel like if you're gonna do this, if you banned Milio, it would ban Caitlyn and it would reduce the strength of the. I understand you didn't want to do it on the blue side, and that's fine because ultimately Pain did end up banning the Milio on the red side. But yeah, I just don't know we need to ban Caitlyn like first, you know? Like I think there are answers to it. I think Milio just makes it almost unanswerable. Milio and Ashe would probably make it almost unanswerable because you can't actually reach the Caitlyn at that point. Triple AD carry bans, even though Ashe is half a support. I like the bans in the first round. I'm good with that. Maokai first pick. Yep, that's okay. Lucian Nami. I guess. I mean, Milio and Caitlyn are off the board. This is okay. Or Kalista got banned. Okay. So I like this more now that now I'm looking at it because Caitlyn's banned, Kalista's banned, Ashe's banned, Milio's banned, Karma's banned. So it feels like all the potential rough lanes. And at that point, like it's kind of 50-50. Maybe like 60-40 in Brazil just because there's so many Draven players, but yeah, I don't know if Cirillo is a Draven player, so okay. And then Varus is here, picked up. Yeah, those are nice, safe answers, counters. Yeah, or not counters, but like good blind picks, strong meta picks. Is Vi just the answer, the CBLOL answer to Varus? Kind of don't like the Vi pickup here. Yeah, especially into Maokai. I actually really hate mono divers, like divers who just dive in alone. I just feel it's so tough to play into. Sure, it's unstoppable, but nothing else in your team is. So then you just go in and then die, I guess. Yeah, maybe I'm just a Vi hater. Then you're looking for top support, so you ban Jax, Nautilus. Down here, you're looking for mid, top solo lanes. Orianna ban. Oh no, I do not like this. I really do not like this. Oh, you saw this yesterday. I can't remember which team did this, where they picked Azir. The other team didn't pick Corki first round, and then they banned Orianna instead of banning Corki. Like Azir is a winning matchup into Orianna. I guess I understand that you're scared of the Orianna Vi combo being a ball, but then screw the Gwen, man. Like actually screw the Gwen. Like especially since you're playing to Yups, if you want to pick Asante, he can pick Aatrox anyways. So unless you're banning Gwen Aatrox, I think you ban Orianna Corki here. Like God, man. Corki's gonna mess up your day hard. Nara seems to be the new answer to Cassante, at least what I'm seeing in CBLOL a lot. I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. I like that. Compositionally, I think Red actually have the better team fight because Azir, Varus, Renata, and then good front line. Really good team fighting for Red. In a vacuum, Red's draft, excellent, great, win. But I think Pain have good answers into it. The bot lane should be fine. Let's see if that's a Hill of Blades Varus. Either way, Varus will outscale the Lucian. So that could be a potential point of pressure. The Vi has to camp the bot lane. I need to see this Vi go down there and just bully the crap out of this Varus. But the Corki makes it really strong for me for Pain. I think Rid drafted better in a vacuum, but I think Pain's draft counters Rid specifically because of the Corki. Almost exclusively with the Corki. So I'd say like maybe 60-40 for Pain. Yeah, like, I kind of almost want to go 50-50 because I really don't like the Vi here, and I'm a hater. I'm a Lucian hater, but Corki is just too OP, man. Like, yeah. Corki too good, especially into Azir. So, also I think Pain's just a better team. So, you know, yeah, draft wise, I'll call it a. If I just look at draft, nameplates off, I'll call this a 55-45. Rid is slightly lacking engage, but you can get creative a little bit with both Renata and Maokai. One of them can be used for like a engage tool, and you do have Chains of Corruptions. Is not the end of the world. Whereas, yeah, I kind of don't like the way your Vi, your Corki are on two different pages. I'm not a fan of Lucian. Corki is really good, but he feels like that and the Gnar just feel like the only strong points of this composition. So, yeah. So what I'm saying, I guess, is go Pain. I realized I had subtitles. So I've been trying to run the subtitles so I can see like if there's stuff, but then I keep turning it off because I need to see what's at the bottom bit of the screen there. So, oh, I can move this. Wait, where should I put this? Up here? Yeah, let's put this up here. That's cool. Okay, I like that both top lane or both junglers, pardon me, are starting topside because that means more likely we see pressure on the bot lane. Pain have winning side lanes, so it's going to be a little bit tougher for Doom to try and decide what you want to do. And Zinz kind of needs to survive top lane because I think the bot lane's the more volatile and more dangerous of the lanes. Like if Zinz falls behind, it's okay, you're Cassante. But if Cirillo falls behind enough, then that becomes a problem because Lucian Nami can often dive heavily. Oh, what? Nice. I actually really like it. Oh, actually, no. I shouldn't say I like it. Because first of all, you invade, you kind of force out the mouse of your early strength. But what I don't like is that now you've created vertical jungle. And considering that I wanted to see bot side pressure, this actually slows down Tatu on the top side, on the bot side. I mean, Tatu can still look top to punish Zinz, but in the first place, whereas I think bot side's a lot more vulnerable for Red. So I love to see junglers on Red side path towards bot side and provide that cover and pressure early on. I think that's more important. I say, as Marvin just eats a crap ton of damage. Nice. This is actually kind of weird because I would have thought the Lucian Nami would have won out early. And it's not coming without a price. Like Cirillo's and Stones have burnt through their mana pools. So soon enough, it should start trading in favor of the Lucian Nami if they hold them there, or we're gonna have to see early backs from Cirillo Stoneses. But normally, like Tatu's little ambush there should have resulted in a kill or Rid completely being forced off, because normally your Lucian Nami would have pressure. It's still good. Tatu still gets 3 buff to start the game, so rest in peace, Doom. Yeah, there we go. There's the cheater recall from Cirillo and Stoneses. Nice. Didn't have to burn flash at all for Yips. We see Dragon traded for Grubs. Does Doom know? Do they have vision? No, but okay. Doom feels comfortable to stick around. That's why I was like kind of hesitating. I don't think you, as Doom, should have stuck around. You don't have vision. Like, that's just a ballsy play. And you already burnt Flash. You didn't know where Tatu was. If Tatu had thought about going for grubs at the same time, I mean, you're just assuming that, I guess, Tatu is bot side because of the clear path. The jungle clears. Yeah. And you had full vision on the lanes, I guess. Yeah. I'm really impressed with Cirillo and Stones actually so far. I mean, they're winning this bot lane pretty hard. And with Hill of Blades versus, if you get ahead, you can potentially stay ahead. A lot of it's just about landing a skill shot. So if they're winning, they're landing skill shots. And that's good. I don't know what else to say. Oh. Doom is still not level 6. And this time Marvin and Giggs actually has pressure, so Tatu can play aggressively. Okay. Last game, I really heavily criticized the Lucian pick. And it didn't win out early. This game, I'm kind of not hammering the Lucian. Like, the Lucian pick still needs to win early, and it isn't. So it's not going to work. But at the same time, I'm looking at Rid's comp, and I'm not sure at what point, if any point, that they actually start to win this game. You know? Because Corki just outranges you, and you don't have a way to catch the Corki, is my biggest issue. So winning bot side, that's really good, and that alleviates the pressure. Doom can now try and focus a different lane. But Doom is just on the back foot because Tatu's everywhere first. Like here, again. Doom, that's illegal, bro! Okay. Okay. Okay, let me rewind that a little bit, because yeah, I think here's as good as any place to start. So Doom getting caught here is not Doom. Like, there's nothing Doom can do about it, right? Like, you just got you. I don't recall if you saw Tatu coming in this way. I think you did, because I don't Tatu just queued over the wall. So that's fine. This is life. This is unfortunate. My problem is right here. Like, what are you thinking, Doom? Coming back here. You're sapling chased. You know Tatu's still in the area. Your mid lane has not rotated out to help you. And Zinz sure as hell can't move. If Zinz moves, then Yups follows. And a combined 100% health. Pain is packing. So stepping in here was just illegal. And if you think you can play cute with vision, you can't. Because, first of all, there's a ward. But even a ward there, the moment Tatu walks into this bush, your movement speed's not fast enough to get out. Tatu has been level 6 and level up from you all the way since that bot line. Like, you're just always going to get caught and die. And if you walk out here, they can still dive you. Like, you have no answer to the poke that Nara's bringing. That was just a bad play. And Zinz makes the best of a bad play. I appreciate that. You know, bring Tatu back in. Tatu gets caught. It's 2 turret shots. You're good. You're great. But literally because of that play, Zinz is completely screwed at this point. Yups cancels the back, and once this happens, you know you're dead. Stones' roaming out is not going to be enough. Like, it had to be your mid laner coming up to help you as well. Come out, then you're done. You're done, so. Like, again, you answer 2 for 2, but look at where the kills go, right? Stones picks up 1, and Zinz picks up the other. Those are literally the 2 worst. Well, actually, okay, it's not the 2 worst. I guess Maokai picking it up might be worse, because you are going to attack Maokai this game. Yeah. Whereas, like, it goes on to Yups and Tatu for pain, which is much better than putting on your support. And Doom is still behind now because of all that's happened. Continues to stay behind. Yeah, they're kind of lucky it wasn't a massive item breakpoint. If Yups ends up getting like an item advantage over Zinz over that, then it's kind of GG at that point. Yep, right there. That's why Corki Azir never plays out in Azir's favor. Oh, great play from Marvin. Marvin body blocks because he has cleanse. Yo, that's actually huge. Really well played from Bane's bot lane. I love to see it. And Cirilla and Stones are probably cursing Cern right now. Because they were actually winning the lane until that happened, but oh well. C'est la vie. Okay, the roam down. Empress Divide is still available, so this dive is kind of tough actually. I'm curious how Cirillo is actually holding out against Cats. I would assume it's actually even worse for Cirillo than it was for Pico. But I could be wrong. Because Cats is a level up right now, too. Yeah, they just rotate them. Okay. Objectively, the right call. Oh, dang! Cirillo dies? Oh. Wait, what killed him? Was it the Imp Mandate? I'm so confused. Okay. So that's what Lucian's supposed to do, and Lucian is doing Lucian things now. This is where the game, I think, starts to fall apart for Red, unfortunately. But this is what I mean by, like, Pain drafted really good counters to everything Red kind of wants to do. Oh, damn. Okay, that's just tilt coming through Red. I'm sorry. That's just tilt. Yeah. Okay. This game's over. The dash and flash got enough space, and Pico couldn't reach in. The okay, I shouldn't call it that int. The idea was not bad from Red. It's just, yeah, Cats outplayed them. We are only 16, almost 17 minutes into the game. This game feels like it's over already. Hot damn. That's how big a lead Pain got just out of laning phase. Gigs. Unfortunate. But they can keep going. They don't have to back out on this. Okay. That's probably the safer call, honestly. Just back out there. With Gigs dead. Oh, Pickle, we cannot be doing this. That's the second Emperor's Divide. The first one you can excuse that, okay, Cat's flashed out. But this second one, like, sure, Youp's also flashed, but like that's just not okay, man. That's twice Pickle. You screwed that up. Oh, damn. Yeah, this game's a hands diff. Draft. This is not a bad draft from Red. I want to make that very, very clear. Sometimes, like, I say it's a bad draft. This is not one of those times. Pain countered really, really well. This is more of a Pain win in the draft phase than it was a Red loss. But there is a massive hands gap happening this game. Is that necessary? Probably not. Does it matter? Definitely not. Yeah, Pain's just too far ahead. Okay, I should be okay just filling my notes, right? I don't think we're going to see anything too crazy for next all. Okay. I think Marvin's mid game has been really good on the solution. Oh, Cats has no package. Huh. Never mind. Doesn't even need the package. Yeah, I really like Marvin's positioning actually throughout this mid game so far. It's been really, really good. Geeks has been caught out a couple of times, but when you're that far ahead, I guess we forgive it. Okay, and then for red, it's right here. Uh, yeah, actually, considering the game yesterday was against a Kaboom Academy, I don't think I can say that red are a bad laning team because they're facing two of the top three teams, right? It's kind of rough. And the Kaboom literally is probably the best mechanical team in the game in the league right now. So, but Pain's also looking really good. Like I said, I think Yups, Tatu, Cats, this top side's incredible. The bot lane, Marvin and Gigs losing early was a little bit of a surprise, but the mid game has been clean for them. So, yeah, I hesitate to draw conclusions right now about red, but I will definitely say Pain looks good, really good. This game was over like 15 minutes, pretty much. The fact that they're picking up Baron like almost at that 20-minute mark, like 21, 22-minute mark, says a lot. It's actually really hard to do in the current meta because of how strong Baron is, and Pain just did that. So, yeah. That's kind of GG. I like, though, that Rid's not giving up. Rid is still firing back when and where they can. Like, even that little we're seeing on the top side, that's Rid. You know, we are going to fight this. Like, we are not going to into that good night. They try and real hard, and I appreciate that. It just feels really bad into poke comps when you're behind too, because like, what are you gonna do, right? I think teams will quite quickly figure out there's a reason why the Corki Azir handshake exit or not handshake, the Corki Azir matchup exists. Yips. Yips. Oh, okay. Okay, Cats. That was a little cocky. Cats could have left. He could have just walked out that front door. He chose to stay. Damn. I mean, to be fair to Pico, there's like really no safety anywhere on the map anymore. Oh, they actually caught Cats. Ah, rip. Zinz? Nah, Zinz lives, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, they just end. Okay. MVP? Who do you even give that to? Can I give it to Cirillo? Yeah, I already broke down the draft. I don't think there was anything wrong with what. Okay. No. Sorry. The one thing Red did wrong was not banning Corki. But beyond that, like I think it's fine. Their draft was solid. I was okay with it. It's just really that Corki being open, that one little thing messes them up. And against a weaker team, maybe, but Pain is already a better team. So like giving them a champion who can do that just becomes a nightmare situation. Okay, MVP for me is either Yups or Tatu. I think Yups got some nutty plays. That 1v2 situation was insane. And I think Tatu's early pressure was probably the biggest thing for me. Yeah. I think a lot of these junglers early game have been the biggest thing for me. the way they can apply pressure, the Lee Sins we've seen both the games before this have been. Cats will have nice numbers because he's a Corki. I mean, he played really well too, but yeah. If you pick like such a power pick in a good matchup, I feel like I tend to dock points in terms of my MVP vote, you know, because it's like, I expect you to win. If you don't win, then we got to talk. Oh, they give it to Tatu again. See, another amazing headshot. They just don't miss, man. CBLOL. It's like probably a reference to Ratatouille. Because Ratatouille, I guess. That's really cool. Yeah, I like it. Yep, I vote this time. Because I do think he was like the most important player. Wait, where's my draft? We have. What are my thoughts on these two teams? Flamengo, I really like. I think this is actually probably one of the stronger CBLOL Academy teams. Goot's really good. Goot doesn't belong in Academy. He belongs in CBLOL. Steps and Bounty is really good too. I don't know if I'd say top 3, but definitely up there. Actually, I would say top 3. I'd take them over Marvin Giggs. I probably wouldn't take them over Skuru Crossdale and Mortius Tillis. I think those are the top 2 bot lanes. Oh, draft already came in. Damn, that was fast. As for Furia, Steiner, Nays, those are returning names. They did really well yesterday. So, I like them. Aikawa, Usant, and Zino. Jury's still out on this. I am not completely sold on them yet. I need more tape. I think they had good individual mechanics at times. But okay. Let's take a look at what we got here. Drafting. Ooh, this is a different draft. We get an Akali ban against Blackie. Understandable, I guess. I think Blackie is actually really, really, really good. Ooh, but Nays opted for the LeBlanc first pick. Ballsy pick. I like LeBlanc in pro play. I like watching LeBlanc in pro play. I think she can do a lot. So that's interesting. Okay, so LeBlanc first pick. But you give her Melio. I kind of don't like that we did this. I also kind of don't like that Flamengo went with the whole, like, Caitlyn ban on red side. Like, I already gave my thoughts on this. I think you banned a Melio if you want to do that. But they get their hands on the Melio instead. Melio, Oriana. Oriana into LeBlanc is actually a good matchup. So I'm fine with that. Like, you don't kill the LeBlanc, but LeBlanc also struggles to kill you. And you've got good wave clear. And you have good team fighting. So I'm okay with the Ori here. Good picks. And then we get Rumble, Xinjiao. Ooh, okay. That's an interesting one. I like Rumble in isolation. I like LeBlanc in isolation. I'm okay with Xinjiao in isolation. I kind of don't like them picked all together. Because there's no synergy. Maybe there's some synergy with Xinjiao and Rumble. Go for those sort of strong laning phase ganks, especially something like an Oriana. But Xinjiao and Rumble have anti-synergy with their ult, so you have to be a bit careful with how those two interact. Okay, but just strong power picks. The Lucian to round it out. It is what it is. It's not terrible. And nothing's been shown on the bot, so you can pinch bot. So yeah, we see the Kalista ban come through. Blitzcrank. Okay, yeah, I forgot about Blitzcrank. Great counter into Milio. On the other side, you see Nocturne ban as ball delivery system. Okay, Cassante removed. And Udyr is just not a thing anymore. I'm okay with this. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And by the way, like, this is not a bad, terrible thing to have because they rounded it out after. I like the Nautilus Varus. That gives you the AoE you need to set up the Rumble, unlike yesterday when we saw the Rumble jungle with 0 setup. Except for the Camille top. So I'm okay with this. Aatrox and Vi. Okay, yeah, I like Vi into like mobile champions like LeBlanc because point and click, what you're going to do, you can't run. Who do I think won draft here? I don't think anybody won draft. I think Flamengo's early game is going to be strong on the bot side, Lucian Milio. But as we've seen, Varus can kind of answer that. The Nautilus is a little bit risky to me with the Milio there, but playable. Not terrible. Rumble is going to dominate top side. LeBlanc into Oriana is kind of a wash. I think Oriana has a slight edge. So yeah, actually, this might be the most balanced draft I've seen all day so far. This is what game 1, 2, 3, 4. Game 4. Wait, 5? There should be 6 games today. Wait, we're missing a game. What? Hold on, let me check Leaguepedia for a second. Oh, Loud Academy and Fluxu rescheduled till Monday. And they're starting an hour early. Interesting. Huh. I wonder what happened with that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is what the deal is with that. I guess we'll find out. But yeah. Okay, it is what it is. And yeah, I think this is the most even draft that we've seen all day today. I don't think any team like won it. I think this is a 50-50 draft. It comes down to execution. I think Fury have really good team fighting. Better team fighting. Despite the Oriana ball and the ball delivery from Flamengo, I think Fury's team fighting is better. I think Flamengo is more about catching people. Sure, the ball is a team fight tool, but again, I think it relies on actually like bursting to start off the action. If you don't find that initial fight with the early Oriana shockwave, I think there's a very good chance they'll just lose out the fight. Yeah, it's more bursty on the side of Flamengo, I guess is what I'm saying. Ironically, though the LeBlanc rumbles on the other team. Yeah. But on the bright side for Flamengo, there's not like true tanks on Furia, so that shockwave could literally turn the game. It comes down to Blackie for me on Flamengo. If not, it's kind of 50-50, just different win cons. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I like that. Good, strong draft from red side, which is something that we aren't seeing a lot of right now. We're seeing a lot of reactive drafts on red side. This is not like the super most reactive draft, but it's solid. I like it. So this game, I think, will come down to execution. And nameplates on, I think I like Flamengo's roster a little bit more. Like I mentioned, I think Goot, Blackie are incredibly strong. I think Steps and Bounty are a good, solid bot lane. I am not sold on Aikawa and Yuzent just yet. The only place I'm unsure of for Flamengo's top side, Nin. And that's not because Nin's doing badly. It's more just that Nin doesn't have a chance to show off with the rest of this roster yet. It's kind of like Dioj for Kaboom, right? Like, last bit, I thought Dioj was the best mid laner. Hold up. Okay, nice and easy. Nice and easy kill on Blackie. Yeah, that was just Blackie overextending a lot. Because it doesn't matter where the enemy jungler starts. Like, at that point, they will be somewhere around mid, right? Like, they're in the middle of transitioning. If you're playing up that far, the jungler's going to just swing by mid. Blackie, small mistake. Yeah, but I was saying, like, Nin is in a similar situation to Dioj on Kaboom Academy, where the rest of your team are all stars as well. So it's harder for you to get your chance to shine. So for Nin, I can't tell whether they're good or they're bad unless the rest of Flamengo is falling apart. And even in this matchup, oh, good. Yeah, good should be fine. Okay, yeah. In this matchup too, like Nin's already down massively, but that's a Rumble, right? So like, what you're gonna do? Rumble is OP for a reason. I say as we just hit the one trade where Nin dominates. Ooh, that was close. I actually don't know if Nin wants that to land because I almost feel like if Zyno turns around with Ignite, like maybe he could win that. It gets kind of dicey. And Nin already blew teleport, so it's not like you get the teleport advantage if you trade 1-for-1 there. Oh, Ignite just got used by Zyno and Flash. Okay. Nice from Nin. Very nice. Is this 700 gold lead like strictly from the top lane? That's kind of nutty if it is. Oh, clutch. Respect for Nin. I mean, you knew you were dead. You're done and dusted. You went for the attempt on the kill. Respectable. Respectable. Dare I even say it? Good. More than respectable. Good answers back with Dragon immediately because they lost top side. No, don't pause. Move. Oh, damn, it's a long pause too. Okay, we skip. That's the benefit of VODs. I don't have to sit through the pause. Okay. Yeah, so the gold advantage is primarily in this top side. Majority of that 1400, 1.4k gold lead is just top lane alone. That's nutty. I guess that's just Rumble things. I mean, you still need to, yeah, like what the casters were saying. You have to like snowball or distribute the gold to the other lanes. Honestly, just play around equalizer, I guess. I mean, your other lanes are doing fine, so you're okay with that. Aikawa also running Hail Blades, but we're not seeing any Varus trying to play hero today and say like, hey, I'll go for scaling. They're all picking lane to try and match. I actually prefer that. I've seen too many players like try and act cute and then screw up. Oh, wow. Okay, Steiner actually full based. Did Nin see him transitioning? Maybe. Okay. Yep, there's the steps bounty. They get the kill. Good job on them. Oh, that's actually the first kill Flamengo got. Dang. Goot has not been having a fun time. Maybe we change that now? We do not. Okay. Yeah, good shockwave from Blackie, but at this point in the game, like we are sitting on a Doran's ring. And here. Oh wow, Steps just stepped up. Literally just walked up. Wait, how many grubs is this? Is this on? Yeah, full 6. Okay. Our first time today. Full 6. That's actually huge. Yeah, I know that teams have been prioritizing Dragon a little bit more, but I think a large part of that was because the Void Grubs by themselves, if you do 4 for 2, it's only like, what is it, 6 extra damage, 12 extra damage on the turrets per hit or something like that. It's a really small number because, yeah, I mean, you got some Void Grubs in your own pocket as well. And it's so easy to just deny it by taking one grub from each spawn. We're seeing top laners do that, just run by, take one, and then base, so that you don't have to deal with the shields. We've seen junglers just kind of drive by and do that when they think that, hey, we're not going to get that, or we're not going to focus on that grub prio. But I think when you get all 6 grubs, they are worth sacking 2 dragons if you can get all 6. So in this case, like Fury getting that could be key. Could be key. We'll see how it goes. Zyno's kind of lost that massive gold lead that he had. If he still had that and he was a split pusher, then I'd say like that is absolutely huge. But even here, already, right? Like anytime you leave a turret, get ready to lose a plate. Oh, 10 seconds left. Not many plates left to take, to be fair. I don't think you, yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't know if Flamengo actually want to go in on that fight, but I guess they had enough numbers and it's not as if they're losing anything anywhere else, right? Oh, that's a good combo. Did Chains of Corruption not land? No, it landed. Well, I guess because Good was an animation, so like it didn't. Half of the Chains of Corruption stun status kind of got wasted because C synthesis just ignores CC anyways. Unfortunate. But they saved the turret, and I think that's the important thing for Aikawa and Uzent. There's not plates or anything to lose anyways, so that's a success of Furia. I really actually like what both teams have done in terms of how they played. Because Furia had that topside lead, they've been playing to that top side of the map, right? They've got a stranglehold there. They got all 6 grubs. They got Herald. As for Flamengo, because they lost out the topside control, because it was a rumble, Good has been focusing on the dragon instead and on the bot lane. So needed to, exactly how they ought to, which is really good for them. The big problem for me is the Nyx team fight and the fact that early team fights tend to be Rumble dominated. I've said it before in draft, I think a lot of this game is going to be on Blackie. So, yeah. Blackie versus Zyno, I guess, for me, is how I think the early game team fights are going to go. Later on, LeBlanc is going to be bigger. And Aatrox will be bigger, but I don't think Aatrox will have as much fun, unfortunately. It's harder to position. Wait, is Furia seeding this completely? No shot. No good. Oh, huge. But not huge enough. Okay, Flamengo is back in the game. Okay, I was just praising the macro, and I liked a lot of the strategic decisions up to this point. I do not like that Furia seeded the dragon completely. Yeah, and this was also them messing up a little bit. So let's talk about this. Ooh, my voice just cracked. Wow. Let's go back and look at the map state when this whole thing happens, because I think losing the dragon here is kind of like a huge head scratcher. Good call from... They called down the TP from Blackie, and this is out of vision, so I don't think Fury actually knows. But Naze has TP as well, and Naze is left to split push topside. This is probably AD LeBlanc. Oh, AD LeBlanc is static shift plus brutalizer. LeBlanc idea, which I personally loathe. I think AP LeBlanc's really, really good, and I think she can split push as well. We'll give her a Lichbane, and she'll still do absolutely disgusting things. Anyhow, Flamengo make the call for Dragon. Furia could contest this. Should contest this. You've got Rumble Equalizer. We just talked about how strong they can be. Both the sort of CC. Like, this is that moment for Furia where you should be abusing this. Orianna just spiked by hitting a Ceres Embrace. Where's Furia? And as long as you don't group up, which shouldn't be a problem with the LeBlanc being so mobile and Rumble potentially looking for a flank, Furia need to contest this. Instead, what the hell was the call here? What? Why are you moving up? I don't understand. Why are we walking away? There's nothing here. It's 3 minutes before Baron. You have Herald. Free give from Furia. Okay, this to me is bad, but it's not what really breaks the game or breaks their monopoly on the game, because they're still answering with the turret on the top side. So you want instantaneous gold versus the pressure. This was the big, like, just why? And literally, Dragon went down. You know Flamengo... I guess maybe you thought that they recalled after this play. But no, you can't even say that because he's mid. How many people show on that mid? So you maybe thought that, okay, they took Dragon and then they base, right? But no. You literally see 3 members. You see everybody but Nin and Goot. Yeah, so that's just... Okay, I guess... And I should make this clear. It's not like Flamengo has now like, oh, this is the game that this is the fight that broke the games back. No. But it is what lets Flamengo back into the game, because Furia played the early game well. And like I said, you can, if you get 06 Void Grubs, I think it's okay to sack 2 dragons. But the problem is you need to then contest for every dragon after that. And they didn't, which means now that Flamengo is threatening Hextech Soul on you. Okay, that's a lot of Void Mites. Yeah, Void Grub plus Herald, kind of nutty. Yeah, but because you do that now, like Furia Academy have a much harder fight, and they have to fight in 5 minutes. Like, unquestionably, Flamengo would have a stronger team fight at that point. Stronger than what they have now, not necessarily stronger than Furia. I think it'll be a lot more even. Ooh, Blackie got caught. That's a little rough. Yeah, Flamengo overextend there. Feeling a little bit too confident, but Furia is strong, right? This is why I was surprised Furia didn't fight them. But I guess the call has been made. Hey, Naze split push. That's it. We just don't want a team fight. We leave it to the split pushing LeBlanc. That's the win con that we're going for. Cycle of Sword completed as well. The poke from Naze is going to be very obnoxious. Like, just dashing in, autoing, walking away. Yeah, they pumped up. They get pumped a crap ton of gold into Naze right now. Naze has the top side turret, has the bot side turret, bot side inner turret. So there's about the team fight for this LeBlanc. I mean, not that it might matter at the end of the day, to be honest. Okay, yeah, Flamengo kind of walked into that. Oh shoot! Sorry, misclick. Went deaf. I was just trying to move subs. Yes, I am tech literate. Thank you for noticing. Okay, one thing I kind of touch on draft is, of course, like if you go Hill Blades Varus, it's often the Lethality Varus, and his poke's going to be good. There's no true tank on the side of Flamengo. The reason why I kind of didn't address that is because Flamengo can easily pull the trigger with the Vi combo anyways. So I don't know how effective or how much poke Aikawa will actually get to put down in these standoffs. Oh, that's huge. That's great. Oh, Nin's turning it around though. Damn. Okay. Naze is a bit too scary, I think, for Steps and Boundary to go on. But this is what I'm talking about. This was why I got worried when Furia kind of just seeded the first 2 dragons, because now Furia has to be in 5 minutes, and Flamengo knew it. And Flamengo can say that, hey, we'll sit back and we focus more on the team fight than actually going for the dragon steal. Like, you can see how the fight starts out too. They are more concerned about trying to pin Furia into this fight and go for it. They're late, but it's okay because they can still clean up. Yeah, the fight as it stands was actually really, really messy. Nin's lethality build came in really, really clutch. So Furia ended up doing better than somewhat expected, considering the equalizer didn't catch that many people. Because they're ahead. And Naze is going to continue being a problem. So they still have that threat. That's still good. The split push pressure is still going to be really, really good from Naze on this AD LeBlanc. But I suspect, at least to me, I think that's the bigger win con for them now. Unless they can line up a perfect equalizer. Yeah. Or if they can just keep poking out. It's just a little bit dicey, I guess. I think the game's still really even. Flamengo being down 3k is still fine. We just saw that in the last fight. They're fine. They're good. Flamengo probably just need to play passive till they can get that Hex Tech Soul. Baron's bait for both these teams right now. I don't think either of them can take it that fast. It's not Blade of the Ruin King Varus. And it's not like Kraken Slayer Lucian, so if anything, and both these teams can actually team fight very effectively, so Dragon could be bait. I think that's Territorial Baron. I didn't pay attention. Oh, Shockwave did nothing. The tanks are too tanky. Okay, why are we doing that? Naze is still flanking, by the way. What are we doing? Oh my goodness. Wait. I need to slow this down because this is just such a weird series of events. Okay, this is fine, right? Like Furious just warding, they get caught. That Shockwave did nothing. What are we saying? Oh, Crypt Bloom. Okay, that's why. We've got very little AP here. I know a lot of mid laners have been saying that Crypt Bloom is good. I will argue that I would say it is not necessarily good. It is. Or just a lot of items in general. So having ability haste, get the ult back up more often. But I would not say that it is actually a good item. And so you can see the damage is not there against the 2 tanks. It does nothing. And this is why I get so puzzled. We are seriously burning this on Steiner, who still has Crescent Guard, by the way. Like, the Crescent Guard is what kind of messes everything up. Because now Crescent Guard comes down. Like, where's the damage coming out from? Goot doesn't have enough on their own. There's no more Shockwave to follow up. Yeah, this was questionable by Goot. And this is a series of comedic events. Because after this, like, Naze comes in. Where's Naze? Naze is on the flank, comes in. There's backline threat. Nin's here. At this point, Furia is happy to keep facing off, and they have vision in this area, so that will give them vision of this. So they're happy to. Flamengo just need to disengage, but because Nin used the TP and found Aikawa, they're just like, oh, we go in with this. And now Flamengo's in trouble. You killed Aikawa, that's really, really good, but you're kind of low, and Blackie Steps and Bounty are all really, really, really squishy. Naze is probably gonna one-shot Bounty and can really hurt. Oh, Bounty goes so deep. You're like, if you stick together, you get out, right? Like, as I don't know. It gets so dicey here. It's such a weird fight that happened. I think both teams just got a little too hyphy. That's kind of just what happened there. Yeah, I think GSTV, what he's saying here is right. Like the teams are just a bit too hungry to try and push their leads. And I think partially that's because of how balanced the comps are. Like these leads matter, but you're just trying too hard. Oh wait, what? Why? What are we? Nin, I'm crying here. Sorry, who pulls the trigger on this? Nin goes over the wall. And then freaking Goot and Nin are not on the same page. I'm crying. Wait, what happened to my captions? My captions are gone. Okay, yeah. Flamengo through this game. Yeah, it's territorial Baron. Okay. And Naze just keeps hunting the backline over and over and over again. Flamengo's just sunk cost fallacy. They just keep throwing more and more resources away. Yeah. Flamengo got way too hyphy. So important thing to note was Goot died in the last fight. Goot is not here. Even with Hex Gates, it's going to take a while. So you can't do that. So they're trying to find kills in the back end. But yeah, this is not Sundered Sky Aatrox, right? This is lethality Aatrox. You do a lot of damage, but you go down really, really fast. And then you just die here. Yep. Just that easy. Okay, this is Furia's game to win. Huge props? No. I don't want to give huge props to Furia for this game. But I will. I think they played the early game really, really well. Furia knew what they needed to do. They played around the advantages Zyno got on that Rumble. Holy crap, Goot evaporated. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, Furia kind of misplayed that a little bit, but that's okay. They had a big enough lead that they're still fine and in this game right now. I wanted to praise them. I swear. I was trying to praise the teams. I was trying to give, yeah. But the teams just don't want me to praise them, I guess. They just say, no, RMC. Not today. I am big sad. Okay, so let me talk about what I wanted to praise was Furia's early game I thought was played out really, really well. They played to that top side strength, really, really good. I thought Flamengo played the early game pretty well as well, going with the bot side, saying, okay, you get grubs, we get dragons. Now, I think Furia played it better because Flamengo didn't deny at least 2 of the grubs, or didn't even try. Like, they didn't even look at it whatsoever. But the mid game has been kind of sloppy from both these teams. The mechanics are good. They're individual hero plays, but like they're just pulling the gun, oddly, weirdly. That's a good fight. And then Naze goes in. Yeah, actually, I want to replay this fight because I feel like this is what I'm talking about, right? When I'm saying that their mid-game fights are questionable. I don't know what they're... It just feels like they're getting really hyphy and they're just like pulling the trigger. So Naze gets the poke onto steps and then they go onto Nin thinking that, hey, we've pushed them all off. Good. This part is good. It's great. I like the decision. I like the call. And then you kind of put them in and you put the equalizer down, right? This is really, really good. Again, I like this from Furia. Great response from Blackie individually. Good shockwave to try and catch people out. They end up trading 1-for-1. But it is a support for top laner. So Flamengo have lost the fight at this point. Furia are winning it. The problem is what happens after this is the way Naze decides, like, hey, I'm just going to go in and one-shot somebody. I don't think they have full vision of everybody that's here. And because this time Furia initiated, Good still has season. This just presses R. It's just too hyphy. And this is the story of every single fight, right? One team gets too hyphy. They overextend and they get punished. Or they pull the trigger really, really early and then you die. And that's mostly on Flamengo because Goot doesn't have follow-up. We touched on that on other games before. That's why I'm kind of not a huge fan of Vi. And I think Vi is a bit of a trap pick if you're not having follow-up to go in. Whereas Furia is a lot more non-committal engage with the AoE, right? All their AoE is kind of ranged. Yeah, this game is closer than it should be. Furia should have already been able to close this out, honestly. And the longer Furia keep dragging this out, kind of the scarier it gets for them because it takes one good team fight and the shockwaves are starting to really, really hurt. Neither of these teams have true tanks. So the damage overload means that the game's never really over till it's over. Like, if a team pulls the trigger first and gets the right picks, you can still win the game. Even if you're 5k gold behind, 10k gold behind, if the game goes long enough, right? Yeah, and then looks kind of tanky, but doesn't have the resistances to back it up. Yeah, Good goes in, Good dies. Man, it sucks to be Good right now. Like, there's literally nothing you can do. It's not like Good's doing... If you engage, you just die as the Vi. And you have no backup, no follow-up. So I guess Flamengo, at this point, just need to play, like, super reactively. Because Fury does want to engage on them as well. And they actually have enough heals to survive the equalizer burn. Xynos dropped into Zonia's first, so we're not seeing, like, full-on damage rumble. It's survivable. But yeah, they pulled the trigger. Furia countered back really, really, really well. They find the Vi and Burster, and then Naze gets to free fight that fight. Free fire that fight, pardon me, in the back line. Yeah. I think Blackie's still having a pretty good game as the Oriana. Like, you're landing critical shockwaves, you're doing a lot of damage. Nin might have the highest kills and assists right now, like, or kill assists together, but his deaths are bugging me a lot. As for Furia, I think Furia is going to win this, judging by how the game has gone, and I'll probably give it to Zyno on the Rumble. Like, again, individually, I think they're playing well, but like the team fights coordination has been a little bit sussy. The initial engages have been good from Furia, I'd argue, but yeah, as the fight goes on, I suspect my guess would be comms are probably not clean, and so they are getting very messy with how they want to do this. See, again, really solid engage. Good goes in, no backup, dies. Fight plays out. Okay, well, nope, never mind. Slightly different this time. Can Flamengo end on this? No, right? 50 seconds? Holy crap, what a turnaround if Flamengo can win on this. 30 seconds. Yeah, no, they can't. Okay. Nin's too low. If Nin was healthier, maybe they try. Damn. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like 5k, 10k goal difference kind of doesn't matter. It's kind of who's able to find the kills first, right? Pull the trigger better. Ooh. Bottom left, I was watching Naze just kill Steiner there. No, Damn. Okay. And the steal away. I am crying in the club right now. This game is wild. It is. The fact that Furious stole that Elder, man. This game just wilded. I don't know. I don't know where we're going with this. I mean, both teams are scrappy. You can't deny that. They're definitely fighting, but they're just sloppy AF towards the end of these fights. It makes for a fun viewing experience. Because you don't really know who's going to win. And like every fight's so tension filled right now. Like even here, like I'm not sure if Flamengo and Fury were to fight, who's going to walk away with this one. Naze is full build right now. So is Blackie. We are, yeah, gold does not matter anymore in this game. Yeah, Flamengo are probably going to lose over this Baron push. Okay, reasonably and logically, Furia should win the game on this Baron. Realistically, the last time they had Baron, they pushed up mid and got absolutely dumpstered by Flamengo on the flank. So, where this goes, nobody knows. Oh, we have Dragon Timers this game. Nice. 2.5 minutes. So the Baron push should be only for Baron, pretty much. For structures, pardon me. We shouldn't see a distraction from the Baron, from the Dragon. If this was AP LeBlanc, I think this game would have actually ended by now. That's my cold take, and I'm sticking with it. Like, the split push from Naze is... It's very slow. Yeah, you can see the poke's not... Like, I think AP would actually hit a bit harder with the poke. Goot is just straight chilling in that side right now. Goot's not getting experience, by the way, by sitting in that bush, and it's only level 15, so not ideal. I almost want to say Kazonia's or Seeker's Arm Guard on Goot right now, actually. Just for the stasis effect, so that when you engage, you can still survive the initial engage. You draw out so much if you had that. See, slow push, inhibitor goes down again, respawn goes down. And then what? Furia literally got almost nothing with this Baron. I guess they got position Elder, and they were waiting for Elder to take this. This is what I said. Like, I would have expected them. They should have won on the Baron. One last fight. Let's go. Oh. That equalizer did way more than I thought. They got pinned against the wall for that one. Doesn't matter, though. Elder's tanky enough. Smite fight. Smite fight. Smite fight. Smite fight. Steiner wins! Furia wins! Like, Zyno should be MVP, but I almost feel like this game came down to just Steiner coin flipping that smite fight and winning it. This was a game and a half. Literally, I think this is the longest Academy game we've had so far. Was it 46 something? I don't remember the exact seconds. But, holy crap. No, I don't think sloppy's our word. Like, over-aggression? Hey, sneezes. Steel caps into Rumble. Yeah, that was kind of sussy. But here's the thing. Like, despite going steel caps into Rumble, Nin, the Aatrox, actually didn't do that badly. And I actually am okay with it, because that was an AD LeBlanc. And lethality Varus. You weren't going to look to split push against the Rumble anyways. You're going to end up split pushing into a AD LeBlanc. So, because of that, I actually don't hate what the Aatrox did, what Nin ended up doing. He already got done stood in lane anyway. And they got off lane pretty fast, so yeah, and then Furia, my Furia notes. I'm trying to figure out what do I think about where did things go wrong? Like why was Furia struggling to close this game out? I don't understand actually. I think about it. MVP's probably going to be Zyno this game. The Rumble had an epic game. Show me the damage charts. There we go. Yeah, Zyno with those numbers is kind of sickening. So, 46-45. That is a long game. It's not an easy ride. Like it was back and forth. I think that this is one of those Game of Throws, and I think Flamengo just threw a little bit harder. They gave it to the LeBlanc? What? I don't understand. Why did we give it to the LeBlanc? It's an 80 LeBlanc. It's toxic. Flush it. Extinguish it. Exterminate it. It's a pest. It was AP LeBlanc maybe. Maybe I'd think of getting it to Nays, but 80, nah. 80 did nothing. Okay, we've got let me see. Los Grandes versus Liberty. Oh yeah, a lot of players I'm not familiar with. I think I favor Liberty's nameplates. I've seen SKB perform pretty well before. Jota Mez did not impress me last split when we saw them. So yeah, and then day one, the Los Grandes draft was like really like it felt like they're drafting in isolation against Pain. They had losing matchups mid and bot with how they drafted. So I think if Los Grandes cleans up their draft, this could be a decent game. Yeah, I don't know enough about these newer players. I need to see more about them before I can comment. So to be Levison Kina. Okay, I missed double check. I'll check the draft later. Okay. Let's look at draft first. Yeah, this Vladimir ban's actually really interesting. You know, because I don't. It happened yesterday too. I don't know much about the player, so seeing Vlad bans, that's amusing. Hey, we got ourselves a Draven. Okay, so Milio bans finally. See, it's so easy. Ban a Milio, and Caitlyn and Lucian become much less. Yeah, I much prefer this ban. Karma ban, Rel. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. And then we see Vlad, Kalista, Ashe, Varus, and then we see a Draven come out for Leandrin. I feel like this is really trigger happy with the Draven. That's fine. I like Draven. I think Draven's probably like still one of the strongest, or just flat out the strongest early game AD carry anyways. So if you're going to slam it, you're going to slam it regardless. Orianna. Vi coming out. I actually like the Vi. I know I've been saying it's been trapped, but specifically when there's a Draven under the team, anything that hard CCs the Draven, I think it's good. Because if you can get him to drop his spinning axes, his damage just drops so steeply. So yeah, the Vi just as a counter to that's fine. And then we pick up Rumble, OP champion. I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. You've got the Varus to help set up. You'll eventually draft something else. Cassante blind. Oh, this is not Cassante blind. We're picking Cassante into Rumble. I guess. What options are you going to pick into a Rumble? I guess. Like I don't have a good matchup against Rumble, so you just want a attacking front line. You're trusting Draven to do work, so I'm okay with the Cassante. Wait, hold up. There's a Camille there. What the fudge nuggets? I'm very confused with the drop right now. Hold on. Okay. We ban Azir Akali mid against the Ori. I'm okay with that. Camille support season? Is that a thing? I mean, okay. Okay, you know what? Let's look at this. Cassante is a bad support. I have seen people try. It does not work. Xinjiao is bad support. So it either has to be Oriana or Camille support. And if you put... I've seen Oriana support. It's not great. But especially with Draven, I can see a world in which it works. Because you speed up and then shield, and then he just does Draven things on his own. Camille support? Camille Draven? What? Like, what does Camille bring as a support? She's got a mini knock-up, and she's got the Hextech Ultimatum lockdown. And I guess Draven's going to do Draven things anyway, so like you don't really need like a hard support. Same idea as Oriana. But then, if Oriana is support, then that's Cassante mid with Xinjiao jungle and Camille top. This cannot be your top side. That is all AD. If this is your top side, you're dead. You're done. To be Oriana mid, and then what the hell? You know what? I'm here for it. I am here for it, CBLOL. I don't know what we're thinking with this. I don't know what you're cooking, but I'll take that. Low-key bad version of Leona, but maybe they know something you don't. I'm going to be honest, Thesis, I doubt it. CBLOL Academy drafts get really screwy. Like, okay. So not to like rag on the coaches in CBLOL. I think the coaches in CBLOL don't necessarily focus on draft. I think they focus on other things. The drops get really screwy in Academy. So, yeah. Leona is open. I would much prefer Leona. I think Leona is great with Draven. And then Yone to come out for Los Grandes. I'm good with that. It follows up great with Rakan, with Varus, and sets up for Rumble. Also, it lets Rumble focus on his AP damage. You've heard of Camille's support this season, but you haven't looked at it too much. Okay. That is more than I've heard, because I do not know anything about this. I've not heard any sort of rumors, mumblings, anything about Camille support. So, like I said, I am here for wild, wacky picks. I actually really enjoy them. And yeah, maybe this game we learn how it works. Oh, whoa, I missed the kill already. We're kidding, right? Okay, oh, it's an invade. And they just get caught. No, not the Camille support! Not like this! Oh yeah, okay, Hail Blades. Right, that makes sense. You spike the 3 auto Q auto sort of thing. Okay. Sad that it died right away, because I actually... I think that might screw over the lane for Draven Camille. I don't know how the Camille support works. I want to watch it. But if you died first and you're late to lane... Okay. Maybe it will still work. I don't know if Momoshi missed some XP. Oh, but they're just camping this because it's a Draven lane. Oh, wow. They're doing the deeps. Holy crap. Just Draven things. Think of her as Pyke. She will play like Pyke. Okay. But Pyke distributes gold. So just pick Pyke. No? Yeah, I guess the problem is like kind of what you said, like with the Leona, the whole Leona situation. She's just like a poor man's Leona or poor man's Pyke, I guess. Yeah, that huge wave because the Android and Momoshi just like pushed in. And empty or contested empty and Konseki on the early wave, so they couldn't even push out. They couldn't trim the wave. Oh, this is actually our first lethal tempo Varus all day today. All the other Varuses were running Hill of Blades for better laning. So yeah, it's even worse for MT and Koseki to try and actually step up and deal with this wave. It's just zoning right now. Okay, didn't touch on comps. Los Grandes' comp good. I think strong team fight. Decent scaling. Actually good scaling with the Varus lethal tempo. Liberty, you pick Draven, you're playing for early. That's it. Your scaling on this team is not going to be great. It's actually going to be pretty trash. So Liberty play for late. Liberty play early, pardon me. Los play late. Oh. No! Limit testing was a failure. I appreciate the sentiment. Tavares will appreciate the kill. Oh, what the f... Oh, level 6. Ooh, I did not catch that. He was going to take up to level 6. And neither did Tavares. Good start from Liberty. I mean, yeah, he kind of fed over a kill, but that's okay. We can take those. Grub for Dragon Trade. That's becoming a staple. I think CBLOL Academy is actually doing this better than CBLOL is. CBLOL last week was not trading their dragons with grubs effectively. They just kind of ignored objectives for like 8 minutes for some weird 8-9 minutes. It's kind of weird. It's like grub spawn at 5, man. It's not a herald. Oh wait, we looked away from bot lane, and Empty and Konseki have actually realized the CS here. Like, you're still slightly behind because there's a mass wave that's pushing into Leandrin, but interesting. Oh, that CC chain is sick. Okay. Yeah, I think mid's going to be in trouble, and top's going to be in trouble for Liberty. Because they picked an early-ish game comp. Like, I don't think Asante scales terribly well. I think Yone will outscale the Oriana. I'm sure Varus will outscale the Draven Camille. But your only winning lane is actually this bot lane. These two are going to lose. So, actually, is not great. And Los Grandes is doing a good job activating their comp. Like, doing what they need to make sure that, yeah. Oh, damn. The hell? Okay, I'm not casting, so I can say this right now. This looks doomed. I think Los Grandes have already won this game. Yeah, because Liberty needs to play for early. And they're starting to lose. You know what? They can still turn this. They can still turn this. Leveson needs to be more active, I think. Right now, the Xinjiao hasn't successfully gotten ganks off. They're getting outpaced by the Vi. That's a problem. Camille can't go in first. She has to go in when Rakan goes in. Yeah, I think the Rakan breaks up her combo enough. And also, you can just go on the Draven as well. The Camille's not doing that much damage. Her base damages aren't impressing me. But that's the thing, right? Like, Camille's base damage is okay. With Hill of Blades, you get the combo off. It's like a big burst of damage. But I feel like if you went with Pyke or something, it'd be better. Holy crap. Good dive, good dive. This is a problem. Like, Liberty win out on this trade, but it's closer than it should be. It's way closer than it should be. Because Leveson's behind. I like Liberty's bot lane, though. They're very proactive, and the moment they recognize that Konseki wasn't there, they just pulled the trigger immediately. Camille can go in first when Rakan isn't there. Okay, Camille is 6. I assume that's when the Camille starts to really become a big threat with the ultimate. Maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I don't really understand this matchup. But I expect them to be more proactive now that they have ult, I guess, question mark? Oh, they built Hubris on Draven. I actually love that. It's such a perfect item for that jam. Freaking rest in pieces, man. Yeah, huge props to Randall. This Vi has been making tracks and just doing a lot of work all over the map. Completely outpacing the Xinjiao. And this mid-jungle synergy has unlocked so much of the map for Los Grandes. They're just everywhere doing everything all at once. Leveson doesn't even take all the grubs, does he? 1350 it despawns, right? So Come on, show me the grub count, CBLOL. Oh, that's weird. Usually they show the grub count in CBLOL at 14 minutes or when the second set of grubs get taken. But they didn't this game. Oh well. Okay, they showed plate gold. Really even. Despite the fact that turret actually went down in favor of Los Grandes. Oh? Oh. Finally rumbles in something. Randall surviving there is kind of nutty. Does DeAndre get any kills? No, he doesn't. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think the window for Liberty is actually kind of closed right now. No, I think you wait for 2-item power spike, where maybe Oriana Shockwave can catch people. If not, I don't think you win a fight. Leandrin's damage is not high enough, and I don't know if they've gotten any statues. Like, I like the idea of the hubris on a snowball champion like Draven. You're gonna try and snowball super hard anyways, but yeah, if you don't get any kills, the mid game gets a little bit dicey. Oh, good combo, good try. They don't get the kill, but they'll get a Dragon Prio instead for it. Jotam is just hammering away at the bot side turret. Okay. We go again. Nice. Oh, the engine died again without getting a kill. And they have no consistent damage. They neither did. Okay, yeah, this game's over. The Yone, Vi, Rumble, like this the map for Los Grandes is basically just online at this point. Like their numbers are good. And that means Liberty can't do anything. SKB can't hold them long enough. Levizen is too squishy. And every time we're seeing the engine step up to do anything, yep, this happens. Like, they just get punished immediately. If they try and commit to the fight, they die. And the moment the engines did, the sustained damage from Liberty. This is so unfortunate. I was so excited. We had we had a Singe pick today. We have a Camille pick today. And then both of them, like, just don't kind of work out. Because, like, it's at the wrong... They're not picked in spots, I guess, which enable them to succeed. Oh, well. Unfortunate. I think the Grandes just play for objectives right now. Like every objective fight they go for, and maybe look for picks and pressure. They could just play standard with an emphasis on objectives. Liberty, I don't know what the hell they want to do. Like, I guess you just look for picks. Momochi can at least ward safely, I think. You are Camille. You've got flash and hookshot. So yeah, I think it's a vision war for the next little while. Oh man. They commit the TP too. Can they fight an empty? Okay. Yeah. Shockwave doesn't hit anything. Liberty's. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. Holy crap. Yep. Like, we traded 80 carry for 80 carry. That's fine. The engine should not be on their own in the first place. Like, if you're fed as a Draven, maybe you can. And even then, you're still an 80 carry. You shouldn't be on your own. Pushed up this far. There's no turrets in the freaking mid lane. Then after that, like, Liberty going for empty is probably not a bad choice. But the problem isn't fed. Empty's not the carry. The carry is Jota, Amez, and Tavares right now. Like, this Yone is fully activated. And this Rumble is not in a poor spot either, even without ult. Yeah, anything that happens from now doesn't matter. The wallets are too big for Los Grandes. Liberty can't kill all the threats fast enough. Like, Tavares is going to carry this game with Jota Amez, but I think Randall to me was like the initial MVP. Maybe Konseki. Like, either support or jungle. The early game advantages they got the team was just too much, and they just snowballed from there. And I think Liberty just horrifically has misplayed this game. The Draven Camille was cute, but it really didn't work out. And Leveson... Leveson's a problem. Like, the way Leveson played made me very sad. Can we end this game before 30 minutes? I think... I don't know what the shortest... Let me double check what the shortest game is, because I think we haven't had one sub 30 yet. Can they end here? If they can kill Leandrin, they can end here. Oh, not too deep. Never mind. Oh, damn. Okay, Los Grandes got a bit greedy. But you know what? I'm with them. I was thinking if they get the kills, they can end. Oh, no, we did have shorter. Okay, Liberty versus Fury was 26-52. Okay. Oh, Shockwave whiffs! Tavares has respawned? Yeah, Tavares is going to clean house. Yeah. Big Gucci wallets. Whack. Infernal Soul stacking. Draven's probably my favorite Brazilian champ. Hubris is probably one of my favorite items in the new patch. Like, just for the cool idea of it. Combined, and they did not have a good time. Yeah, they just wiped them. I think Liberty at this time is like checked out. They're just checked out. Oh, good dodge on the shockwave. We end? Leandrin's back. Are we just falling back to Baron? Oh! That was actually really close. It's the final countdown. Oh, we're seriously playing this by the books. We're going for the last remaining inhibitor. Jeez. The Draven statues. Statues. How do they decide what goes where? Okay, Okay, yeah, I am quite disappointed in what we saw from Liberty this opening weekend. Their drafts have been kind of sus. It feels like they're just playing what feels good for them. And yeah, it hasn't really worked out. So it's kind of like meh. And then as for Los Grandes Academy, uh, they looked okay in terms of execution, but their draft was like really hard to play. Randall did not look good against Pain Academy and got absolutely run over. But here in game two, Randall looked much, much, much better. Jota and Mez has actually looked pretty decent in both their games. So I feel like it's another day where just like, so technically usually we have 6 games per day, but for some odd reason, reasons I'm not aware of, but the 6th game on day 2 got cancelled. So Loud Academy versus Fuxu Academy will be played Monday instead. So we've only got 5 games. This was the last game of today. Honestly, my impressions from day teams are still having questionable drafts. I'm still not seeing the new names as much really pop off. Like I'm not. Jota Amez is a returning player. Did play a little bit in CBLOL Academy last split as well. Tavares had a good game. Randall had a good game this game. But it's also like it's hard for me to say like they're the ones popping off. They're the ones winning the game when the opposition like Levizen is just like absent at MIA in the beginning of the game. It's like you're playing against. He's playing PvE, you're playing PvP, right? Like, you don't have an opponent. So, yeah, and out of all the other sort of new players, nobody's caught my eye just yet from the new names. It will be what it be. I want to give it to Randall. I really do. Tavares didn't do as much damage as I thought he would, actually. So, yeah, I give MVP to Randall. Yeah, like, with so many outs on the Oriana, it's kind of sus. Yeah. So, yeah, day 2 felt like an extension of game 1. Yeah, it's still a lot of like just the returning players are really good. That's it. I think we've got top 3 team already starting right now. Right, yeah. I forgot about Konseki. Yeah, Konseki or Randall, I think both of them had good early game impact. I just forgot about him at the end. And hey, maybe the Camille pick, we didn't get to see anything about it because Konseki was so good in lane. Because I know Sneezes, you're saying that like Camille can't go in first, just to wait for Rakan. And so if that's like on the Rakan, then hey, yeah. Props to Konseki for doing that. So. Okay. That's most of day 2. Again, we're still missing 2 teams, Loud Academy as well as Academy for day 2. Those 2 were unfortunately not present for reasons, again, I don't know why. We'll catch up with them on Monday. So I will try and stream. Actually, wait, let me check what time. Yeah, okay. That's fine on Pacific time. Yeah, so I'll try and co-stream it live on Monday, and we'll see kind of how things go. And yeah, I don't know with the I'll be able to actually co-stream all 6 games because that's like 6 hours and 7 hours on Monday because of the extra game that wasn't played. I don't know if I'll be able to do all 7 hours, so I'll just do what I can and we'll see how far it goes. If I miss games, I might VOD review, I might not. Again, everything depends on scheduling because yeah, that's life. And watching all y'all who dropped by, appreciate the conversation always. Appreciate having company as we watch these games. And yeah, today kind of wild, kind of fun. We saw Singed. we saw a Camille support. Didn't quite pan out, but here's to hoping that we see more fun stuff, more craziness, and yeah, just more talent come through the pipeline. But that's it for me. That's it for today. I'll see y'all next week, Monday, or CBLOL English this weekend as well. Don't forget, week 4 is coming through, and I believe the podcast Gringos Liberados will drop either today or tomorrow as well over on the CBLOL English channel. So go check that out. But for now, peace. Bye-bye.